kamata, chinja kabisa. Hey, shika, kamata, chinja kabisa. Shika, kamata, chinja kabisa. Shika, kamata, chinja kabisa. Shika, kamata, chinja kabisa.
Well, on the show, we are privileged to have a very special group of ladies, Wakabi. They are the world champions, but it feels like they've not gotten the level of enthusiasm, the level of hype as they should have.
Number one, you've got to understand, as a country, we have this weakness where we don't quite notice or celebrate what we need to. To put it into context to what you're saying, how many world champions have you ever interviewed? And this doesn't count for athletes. So it's got to be a team sport. How many have you interviewed?
Very few.
Very few. Top of my head, maybe Desai. I was lucky enough to interview Desai, Giuliano Belletti, World Cup champions, but not many. But who we have today are actual world champions. So maybe that is where we should start, by being able to tell everyone we need to acknowledge our own, especially when you are top of the world.
Absolutely. And if you're just wondering what is happening in the background there, now this is rollball. This is a sport that's very unique, and we're privileged this evening to have a group of ladies who represented the country at the top level. They won the world title, not for the first time, not for the second time, but for the third time. Thank you so much for joining us on Sport On. I'll start with you, Angela. Why rollball? Why did you decide to take part in a sport that has very interesting dynamics? Skating, basketball, handball.
I started playing rollball back in the year 2017, and I was so passionate in skating first. I started learning on how to skate, and after that, after I completed my campus, I joined rollball, where I found it's quite an interesting sport. It's a rare sport that is found in Kenya, so it's been quite interesting.
Satya, what about you? Why did you pick up the sport? Where did you pick up the sport?
I am a student in JKUAT, and it's a major sport in JKUAT. So we get all the support from our university, and that's why I decided to join the sport.
But why not do other sports? I mean, like you said, we were speaking off mic, you're like, you come from Western Kenya. I mean, when we hear Western, we think volleyball. When we hear Western, we think hockey. So you're thinking, why did you look around and say, I want to be rolling on skates and chasing a basketball? Is it a basketball? Looks like a basketball. Why?
I actually play tennis. I'm a very good tennis player. I've played up to the East Africa. But rollball is interesting. First, kuna skating. In skating, it's fun. You can go anywhere, you can go places. And then there is handball. I also play handball. So it's part of the games that I've been playing. So I decided to join the game so that it can build me.
Angela, how difficult was it learning the game, and what made you learn it? What made you take an interest in rollball? Because it's, as I said, it's like several sporting disciplines in one. How difficult was it for you?
So the first challenge I faced was actually falling down quite many times, and I've been having a lot of, let's say, I'll call them dents and the injuries. At times maybe you will find you have injured your knees and then you have to go to work. So it's been quite a big challenge. And then also Saturdays, because most of the time rollball is played during the weekends. So you find on Monday, once you're going back to work, it's been quite painful. Like the whole body is painful. So it's not easy. It's something that you have to give it for your best. Like you have to give all, I'll say, like dedicating all your energy into it, and persevering on all the challenges, because even the government, let me say, like in Kenya, we are not so popular, but we keep on pushing.
Of course, you took an interest in the sport, and you got an opportunity to represent the country. Kenya won the title 3 times. How did it feel for you the first time you represent the country and you won a World Cup?
Well, the very first time Kenya won the World Cup, I wasn't among the team. So I joined in the year 2017, where we had the 4th Rollball World Cup. Unfortunately, we came the second runners-up in the year 2017. The challenge is, once we travel out there, you find many teams or many countries are looking up to you. They're expecting you guys to be among the best. So the polling station is going to be tough, but we usually make sure that we dedicate during our trainings and preparation. We make sure that we have done enough trainings. So winning isn't a big problem.
But how does it feel when you are crowned world champions? You know, Bernard and I, the most we've won is maybe something in school when we were young, never won anything of note. How does it feel when everyone says, here you are the world champion, here is your trophy? What's the feeling? What's the feeling like?
It's quite a good feeling, but actually the previous World Cup that has been held a month ago, we had a very big let me say, like the expectation was quite big because now we were going to defend the World Cup. It was quite a big challenge because we traveled like 2 days travel, and then on arrival actually we had a match. We traveled for 13 good hours, and immediately after the arrival we had to play a match, 2 good matches. So
same day?
Yeah, the same day.
Like we arrived this morning.
Yes, we arrived.
We changed, we go to the hotel.
We arrived at the airport.
Yep.
We traveled for 3 good hours from the airport to the stadium. On arrival, we started a match immediately. No shower, nothing, and we won the first match. We had another match like 2 hours after. So everyone was like, this is the defending champions, the games and already started. It was 1 day after the sports and already started. So it was quite a big challenge, and we feel so happy, something that we have really tried to work hard for. So we would like at least people to come on board and support, because it's not an easy thing.
Satya, how does that work? You land, you have a 3-hour drive, you get to the main arena and you are told, go. How are you guys rallying yourselves? How do you stay focused? How do you guys not say, let's give up one game, let's give out a walkover? How do you guys manage to stay together and keep that unity and go out and win?
Actually, it was frustrating, but you see the energy that we have, the team's energy is so, like, we have a lot of energy, and it was my first time to attend a World Cup, to go to the World Cup, so I was so anxious and very happy. So I just had to play my best. You know, you had to play your best so that you can, in the future, you can also be part of the event.
I'm just trying to, Wakabi, I'm still trying to process. You land in a major championship, you're going to play in the next 3 hours, you're not even acclimatized, you've not even settled in. I'm still trying to make sense, like, just help me understand. When you guys were driving to the match venue, what was going on through your mind? What was going on, because for you especially, it's your first time in the World Cup. What was going on through your mind that you've just arrived, you're going to play your first game in the next 3 hours? Did you even guys warm up? Did you even guys get a chance to do anything?
We didn't warm up, we didn't get any chance. We just arrived while we entered the field.
At what point did you reach before kickoff?
It was, I think, immediately. We just arrived while you got to change and you get in the field, because we were almost being given a walkover.
Which team did you play in the first game?
It was Nepal. But we were lucky that we had the previous champions here, so they kept encouraging us. For the beginners like us, they kept encouraging us and telling us how the teams might play, so you were psychologically prepared.
Bernard, this is not the first time for Kenya to travel on arrival and start playing. So you see, for all of us who've been experienced before, so it was not quite a big issue. The only problem was the fatigue. But once on arrival, we just picked it from there, because we always say that we have just gone to work and we are coming back home with trophies.
So how does it then feel when you go through all that and then you are champions? Does it make it sweeter? Does it make it even more meaningful to you? What's the overriding emotion once you say, we have overcome all this, we are champions?
Yeah, we feel quite good, but the bad thing is that the appreciation that comes after that, it's quite disappointing. You know, it's not a pleasing thing that makes most of us, like players, feel so good, because we expect at least the country to appreciate us.
What would you like done by the officials, by this country's officials, the roll ball officials, the government, the National Olympic Committee, whoever it is in charge of sports in any capacity? What would be a good way of appreciation to show them, for them to show appreciation to you?
At least the first thing is that we need to have a roll ball sport ground. Like right here, we are here at Gretsa University. Roll ball is played at universities. Like, we don't have a standard ground. This is an indoor sport where we are supposed to train on an indoor arena. So we train here outdoor, but when we go there, we have the challenge where we have to keep on now falling down, trying to adjust, because other countries, they have good indoor arenas. The other thing is also, once we have this trophy, we didn't win these trophies to come and own them in our houses or have them in our federation offices. We need them to be appreciated, like we need that appreciation prize.
Who keeps the current trophy? We've got 2 of them. Where do they stay?
They stay in one of our federation official homes.
At least it's in an office. Now, given what you go through, you're already working. You are a student. What keeps you guys going? I mean, other than the prestige of winning a world title, what is this that keeps you guys going?
We just love the sport, the passion in this sport. This is what keeps us moving. Sacrifice every maybe Sunday or Saturday. That's the only thing keeps us moving. And the family, the spiritual bonding among ourselves, you know, the players. We just feel like it's a family.
Satya, you're a student, right? What are you studying? Just tell us first of all, what are you studying?
Public administration and leadership.
Public administration and leadership. Just help me understand how you juggle playing roll ball and studying as well. And then also, because one thing for a fact, also it's an expensive sport. Because if you look at the outfit you're wearing, you have the knee pads, the skates. Just give us a sense of the costs for you.
Let's say the skates are about 10,000. The guards are about 3,000. The helmets also about 3,000. So it's kind of expensive, but for the love of the game, you'll get that one day we say kuinama so that you can find the money to buy the skating gears.
Who bought for you your equipment? Did you buy it for yourself?
I bought for myself. Yeah, skating has given me exposure. I'm a student, but still I'm a skating coach. So you find that because you're a world champion, even the parents that give you their kids to teach them how to skate trust in you. So you get that you can get money to buy the skating gears. And
you are a student, you are learning in class, yeah. You're a world champion, and you're also teaching kids on the side.
Yeah.
How do you balance all those things? How do you make sure that everything is going on well?
Mostly through the weekdays, it's classes. But in the evening, obviously in the evening at around 4, it's always training time for roll ball. So you have to get there at the exact time, or when you miss training, you have to train later because the ground is there. It's a university property and it has given the access to us. So you can skate up to midnight or something.
Angela, just to go back to the title that you won, was there anything that was done for you guys by anyone?
Actually, we were supported by the government for the whole trip, our accommodation and everything. And while we came back, the reception was done by the government also. We do appreciate that. But the allowances, they weren't pleasing at all. Actually, it's kind of, we are still expecting more. We don't know what's the plan. So I'll say it is not like the appreciation that we would expect as world champions.
And why I'm asking that specific question is because, like, for you, you're a professional. Your background is in medical. Are there times that you reconsider asking yourself, okay, fine, I have this, I'm handling this, I have a passion for this game. Are there times that you ask yourself, okay, fine, because of the challenges that I'm facing, maybe I need to focus on my professional career?
You know, we are human beings in a way that we think of it where the economy is not quite pleasing also. So at times we miss these matches, and yeah, I feel at times I need to not concentrate so much with roll ball in future, and maybe I can embark on my career. Yeah. What
keeps you guys keep coming back here? Like, you know, there's got to be like an end goal, an end game. There's got to be something you're getting from it. What is that thing that keeps you? You're frustrated, things are not going the way they should, but you're back here. Every single weekend you're back here. In the week you're managing your work and here. Same thing to Satya. What is that thing that keeps you girls going? What is that thing that makes you guys go out and recruit younger athletes to join your team? What is that thing? There has to be some drive. That's the thing I'm trying to reach out to.
So it's been 10 years down the line. So at times we also feel there are so many young people out there who are losing a lot of focus after high school, after university. So we've been trying to make sure at least we build foundation and a generation also after us comes after us and continue. You know, like me, I'm born in Meru County. I would like at least once maybe I feel roll ball, I have to make a pause. I need to make sure at least there is a team there. We need to, at least, as much as we are not getting that support. We are getting this frustration. We need at least to make sure this sport doesn't die. Yeah. And then again, also it has given us a big exposure of where we have traveled. Some of us, we have never flied out.
Satya?
I'm hoping that rollball could be a big sport like athletics or like football. So we have to keep doing it so that it can grow. So yeah, that's the main thing, and also the love for the game.
Angela, let me ask you, you're the world champions. How is the status of the sport globally? Are there professional clubs that maybe perhaps that have approached some of the Kenyan players to say, okay, fine, we liked what you did at the World Cup, we'd want you to come and play professionally. Has that happened for any of your teammates?
Okay, not yet, but the International Federation has been planning on how to register the sport with the Olympics so that at least they can build international clubs. So what we have experienced so far is where different countries like England, Brazil, Poland, Latvia, they doesn't have those skilled techniques like what we have here. So hoping the next World Cup, maybe we will not be playing for Kenya.